about 7 or 8 years ago, I learned that across the country, a lot of homeless programs were developing these post-hospitalization programs so that homeless individuals weren't being discharged out of the hospital back to the streets or to the shelter system. And you might have read about in LA, there was a situation where some of the hospitals were dumping patients on Skid Row. And we had no program here in Atlanta to address the needs of homeless individuals coming out of the hospital.
Because most times they're on the streets, in abandoned buildings, in cars, or under the bridge. So when they go to the hospital, it's hard for them to go back to those places in order to recuperate.
So I worked with probably 25 or 30 stakeholders in the city to get them to support us creating that program. Recuperative Care program is the program that just received the Dan Russell Award. It's a partnership program with the Gateway Center, and it's 19 beds that really meet a very crucial need in the city, and that is to give someone, a homeless person, some place to go after they've had surgery or after they've had a medical situation that caused them to be in the hospital.
I had blood clot in my leg. So I was admitted in the hospital. And I was in the hospital a week or two. And when it was time for me to be discharged, the social worker asked me where would I be staying. And I told her I had nowhere to go. I was homeless. And this is when Recuperative Care stepped in. Miss Audrey, facilitator, she came to the hospital and she talked with me and she told me we were gonna help you.
From the grace of God, she accepted me in. When she accepted me in, I felt comfortable. I had the depression when all the way to zero. I wasn't thinking about where I get my next meal or where where I'm gonna stay at or whatever.
It's a dynamic program, and after about 3 months, I found a place to live. They helped me find me an apartment, and I'm doing great right now. And I want to owe it all to Recuperative Care in St. Joseph. I kind of want to rename it a little bit. I want to call it Recuperative Care / Second Chance in Life, because this is what Recuperative Care provides.
Our goal is when they leave that program, they don't go back to the shelter system or they don't go back to living on the streets. They actually go into housing or they are reconnected with their family.
We have had over 900 referrals to our program. We had over 600 admissions, and we had about 400 clients being discharged to permanent housing or transitional housing or going back to stay with their families.
I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud of our ability to take somebody who's coming out of the hospital very vulnerable and really helping them understand where they are in their life and helping them move towards a different direction in their life that in fact puts them in a better place in the long run.
Jiggling my keys to my new place, because they say they're going to give me a place. That's my goal.
I feel blessed that the care that I've got here, I feel blessed that I have made the initiative to get on track and become the man that I want to be, that I know that with God, I know that I can do all things through Him.